Okay, so we are in the process. Well, we have a mission going on to go bomb somewhere, right? Yeah, both bombers are out. They got a fighter escort or two. Yeah, they got two Spitfires escorting them. So that'll work. And in the meantime, we are still building more parking spaces on this side. Our second runway, so we can move some more gladiators over there. These were our original parking spaces, but we had to tear those out because this runway's got to be widened down. It's going to take up that space there. So we had to move those to the other side, so that they're going there. Also in the process of building our first hangar for one of our Spitfires here. We do not have enough metal to build a full hangar, so we're just putting down the flooring and going from there. Try to target without resistance, preparing for to drop bombs. How do we make this a little bit easier to read? Stuff. Clean hit, the factory is destroyed. Blah, blah, blah. So, did our job. And we're building two more buildings for our pilot crew, or air crews, to sleep in and that kind of stuff. We are one bed short currently because I hired an extra person without... Sorry. No, we bought another bomber and without checking how many beds I had first. So, yeah, it happens. Anyway, so, successful. So, victory points, stuff. Not too bad. So now we're up to, or back up to 5 victory points, so we can buy another Spitfire if we'd like. Which we probably will, but we need to get these buildings done first, so our pilots have somewhere to sleep. So. Shape. Fire, you're in good shape. So it's that one. Bomber. You're in good shape too. Okay, so we're all doing well. And now it's time for them to go to sleep. So, perfect timing. And we're trying to get these parking spaces built, and we're going to move all our gladiators over there. And then, like I said, make more... Actually, we do have more space for... Yeah, we have space for Spitfires now. But like I said, need sleeping areas first. Sleep faster. Tank squad bombing run in 4 hours. Let's let them wake up for a second first. Let them have breakfast before they go on our bombing run. Have a little bit of time. Maybe. Guys will get up at 5. Go have breakfast. 3 hours to go before the mission's done. Good. Okay, now we can do the bombing run. Let's do this one. The bomber's going to be good at it? Sort of, not really. Spitfires are better. Sort of. Oh, that was a bomb. No. So are the gladiators better? Or is it just the number? So the gladiators are better bombers than the Spitfires, so not the Spitfires. 62. So, 2 gladiators, because gladiators just make better bombers than the Spitfires do. Then, of course, the bombers. To be a little low on ammunition. As in, completely out of bombs on that one for some reason. They're both out of bombs. So how's that going to work? Are we supposed to kill stuff without bombs? I mean, these guys don't even carry bombs. So I guess we're going to kill them with guns. Mission requires 4 bombs, so we can't do that. How does that work? How is this a success estimate? No, this is an estimate. Airplane low on ammo. I'm confused. Let's see what happens. The worst that can happen is we fail. Well, and lose a plane or two, but we got some space to play around with there. We need more bombs. Who makes our bombs? We make our bombs. Canned food. I think we're going to stop making our canned food. Our food doesn't sit around long enough to be canned. Bombs first. We don't need that many of them. 20. Because the bombers only do what, 4 each? So that'll keep them going for a while. Hey, Drew, welcome back. Happy Thursday. Okay. So plane's off. Good. Still not enough beds because that's taking forever to be built for whatever reason. Where's our builders? Get to work. So I do like how these are not totally synced up. That's a nice sign. It's synced up. People there, there, and there. So all our guns have people assigned to them. Isn't done yet. Still, what the hell? Oh, again, because priority. So what is an interest? So what is this interesting game then? This is Ground of Aces. It's basically a colony builder, same genre as RimWorld, basically, except it takes place during World War II. And basically, what you do is you build your base. You basically start off with just a couple of small buildings, crappy buildings, some crew, and that's pretty much it. You have to go around, collect resources. Yeah, just like a regular colony builder. The main difference is you get airplanes that you can do missions with. And there's 3 different types of airplanes currently. There's fighters, bombers, and multi-roles. Actually, no, there's a 4th one too. It's the Defiant here. The Defiant is a special. And what does that mean? I have no idea. But there's a couple of those. Just 2, 3. Okay, 3 of them. So I have no idea what that actually means because I haven't had one of these planes yet. And the numbers are, these are your victory points. When you complete a mission, you get a victory point. And you save them up and you can use it to buy planes. And the first planes you can get are the Gladiators. They're free. And because they're, they're biplanes. So, but they're actually competent. So, and it's good. And so anyway, so you use your victory points to buy the different planes. These are your runway tiers. So what that means is if you want a Spitfire, you cannot buy a Spitfire until you have a tier 2 runway, at least one. And then as you go up to different tiers, you get the bigger planes, or the other planes, which is not necessarily bigger, but other ones. And how does that work? And this is one of our missions we just completed. Nice little bombing run. Brought in 2 bombers and then 2 Gladiators for little bit of extra bombing power there. So you can see what their ratings are there. So for success, we get a victory point, and we get the base confidence and a base mood. You want your morale to be high, because if morale for the base drops too low, you lose. I think that the Gladiators were probably the most advanced and they're the best biplane fighters made. Yes, but they're also free, so that's why we use them. So anyway, so you have your runways. We have 2 of them, and you have your parking spaces for your planes. The planes take degradation damage while sitting out in the open. You can build hangars, but hangars require a lot of metal. We're building one here for the Spitfire. We don't have enough metal to build it completely. We have enough metal, I think, to put the floor down at the moment. But anyway, you have resource management, of course, fuel, food, repair parts for the planes, ammo for the planes. You can put down anti-aircraft cannons, but you have to use your weekly rewards stuff in order to do that. And there's the weekly rewards. So go to your HQ. As you complete this is every week you have basically an assignment. You have to do so many missions, and you have to be so successful at them. If you're not successful at the missions, you lose the game eventually, because you have 3 strikes that you can get. 3 strikes and you're out, obviously. But anyway, as you complete your missions, you don't have to complete all of them, just a certain percentage. In this case, we're looking at 50% success. We're already at 60%, so we're pretty good this week. And as a result, we get to get some extra resources, which we can pick. You can either take the default setting, or you can go in through here and pick up miscellaneous, basically your basic resources. These military type resources like ammo and medicine, some type of food, repair parts, that kind of thing. And then large things like the anti-aircraft cannons, a searchlight. I don't know how those work exactly. I haven't had one yet. And then radio towers and all this other stuff. So that's how that works. And then this group field, this is based on how big your air base is. So in this case, we are in group field B. And it basically goes up as you build bigger runways. That's usually how it works. So that's pretty much the basic explanation. If you have more specific questions, please feel free to ask. But it's a good game. Currently in early access still. Keep that in mind. It is still early access, so some changes here and there. Possibly in the future. Oh, and there's also your pilots. Actually, not just the pilots, but your ground crew can get injured. And in this case, we have a hospital set up for that. A couple of beds. It's kind of messed up because for some reason this wall is not letting me put a bed in that corner. I don't know why. So that's why that bed is more centered. This is the way it is. And now we have a birthday mission. Oh, this is the hardest of the missions. This is so ridiculously hard. The mission. Someone on the base has their birthday. Get them a cake for a surprise. Hardest mission in the game. So hard that we're just going to send in a couple of gladiators. 95% chance of success with 2 of them. And go. So yeah. Tough stuff. Oh, snoring people. And these are the houses that we're putting our pilots and other air crew into. In this case, we need to do sleeping stuff, so beds. And of course, these are not pre-built buildings. You can build them however you'd like. Only 1 story, of course. That would be a future request, I guess, to make it into a 3D map, but I don't think they're going to. Because of reasons. The drawer. Realize that we don't need 2 drawers in every house. So we're going to borrow that one there. We can put you there. Oh, actually. Let's not do that. Let's do this. That one there. Put it there. And we're going to borrow one of their bookshelves. And we're going to put you on the middle. Can we do this? Is it going to fit? Is that facing the right way? I don't think that's facing the right way. Let's grab one of these. That way you don't have to flip it. That should work. And so what these items do is they basically give like little bonuses to things that are close to them. In this case, affects sleep, so makes their mood better. And then the bookshelves are mood as well. So basically makes them happier, right? Yeah, that's a test. And then we put in some posters to do different things. this case, poster. Safety campaign, use equipment. This is cooking, maintain airplane. Bring resources, chill, whatever chill means. Repair airplane. Let's do repair airplane. And that fills the whole room, so do that. That'll work. So, there's a roof. Okay, so that's all set. And every now and then there will be raids on our base where enemy planes come in, fighters, bombers, and you get to scramble your airplanes to do whatever you need to do. Have a chance to shoot down some of their planes, and then if that doesn't work, then hopefully you have some anti-aircraft guns to shoot the rest of them down, because that's what they're there for. And we have 3 currently in the base, which covers the whole base, because they do have a limited firing range, you can see there. And the birthday cake will be delivered on time. Oh, but they don't give us a point for that? They didn't give us a point for that. That's wrong. How do they expect us to do stuff? Okay, so more parking spots. Let's get this one filled up. And we're trying to balance out our airplanes to runway ratio, because right now some of these planes have to go all the way across to take off, so the idea is to put some of them over on this side and hopefully pick the right ones. Done. So how's our metal situation? Metal's down to 168. Still building the floor here. This is a storage. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have storage, of course, for parts. This is where our ground crew is sleeping. And this is a little farming area, mostly for food. And how are we doing? Lots of seeds still. We have 40 meals. Those are actual food.
You say oops quite often.
Yeah.
Do you need assistance?
I'm sure 130 food. So our populace has gone up a little bit because of the planes. Actually, it's more than double. So I'm thinking we might want... our food is keeping up, I think. That's the food. Oh, shit. That's way too many seeds. That is the wrong way. I want this to be the food. You want these guys to be the seeds. Oops, scoop that up. There's our seeds for the beans. There's our beans being grown. So yeah, this way we want. Okay, well, helps to have it in the right way. Or set up correctly. And herbs. Where's the herbs? Herbs are kind of hard to find at night, but you have a good idea where they generally are. Small troop transport. I don't know what that's for. What time is it? It is 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll let them sleep a little bit. We got 10 hours until the mission expires. So sleep for a little while. Let them have breakfast and whatever. Then they can take off. It's done. So we want you over there. Sign you over there. And this game to your giant wish list. I know the feeling. So you're just moving him over to a different parking space. So some feature requests. Again, this game is early access, so Just because it's not in the game right now doesn't mean it won't be in the future. But feature request, being able to rename the people to, be able to kill viewers, and rename the planes so that we can have a better idea of, what their jobs are and where they are on the thing. So anyway, time to go do this. So we need to pick up and drop off a small stranded squad. Oof. So the bombers looks like the best ones for that. 84%. The other bombers like 35. Send you in. Still only 84. So Spitfire is not for this job. So what's that? You? Wow, these are not good number. 90. 90 is the best we're getting. Oh well. Reason for that? These are in good shape. It's because we don't have an actual transport plane, so that's why it's probably not as good as it could be. Because it's transport stuff. So, give their own nicknames for call sign. Exactly. Well, they kind of do. It's just that they're giving them automatically, like this U51, U5V, U5K. Whereas it, yeah, and that's not what I want to be able to change that name to something else at least. So I can easily, because I'm not going to be able to remember what those letters are or where they are. So I'd like to be able to, give them custom names. So like we'll say, Gladiator Right 1, Gladiator Right 2, that kind of stuff. So I know they're on the right side of the screen when they're launching. So I can, more, if it's a time-based mission like intercept missions are, it's nice to know where they're taking off from. And it'll make life easier. At least I hope they would take off from the closest runway, because these guys will go all the way over if there's too much congestion here. But that's why we're doing this on this side. So anyway, so that mission, wait for that house to be built. There's a little rec room. Radio and a jukebox to keep people happy. What time is it? Why are you still eating? No, you're just late for lunch. Just wanted to start paying attention to this food number. Looks like we're okay. Mission successful. So performance was 92. You had to be 20. So there's a victory point. Some more confidence with the base because we were basically maxed out now. Now they're coming back. Good job. That's done over here. So let's get this one finished. Just change it. We're making it a priority to get finished so we can do other stuff. Okay, so you need furniture. Sleeping stuff. So there's a bed. You there. You there. And there's our scramble. Okay, so first thing to do, pause button. Hit the pause button. Learn that one. So scramble. So in this case, we want all the fighters to scramble. And then the bombers, we're going to put them in secure mode, so they'll take off, be off the base, so they can get bombed or anything, just in case. So the bombers go in secure. Why aren't you in secure? I don't know why this one's not going into there. I didn't have this problem before. Oh, sorry, no, we didn't have two bombers before. So I guess that's gonna have to be what it is then. Off we go. So, another scramble. Again, this is why we're supposed to be, these guys are supposed to be split up. Although it looks like somebody's going over to this one from over here. Again, this is why we want the more parking spaces on this side. Let's move there just a little bit. So you guys are going up. So, you should have went here. You should have went there. So we shot down 2 of their planes. Looks like we got a bomber and a fighter. Still had 5 come through though. Looks like what, 3 interceptors types, maybe multi-role. That's a bomber. Okay. We lost a plane in the process too, it looked like. But now our guns do their thing. And we still have 1 plane flying around. Shoot him before he does any damage. Not does. There he goes. So, all dead. To get to land. What did we lose is the question. So we got both Spitfires. So we're okay there. So 2 bombers, no problem. Came back. And that's that. This wasn't done. We got interrupted, didn't we? Yep, we did. Okay, so you... This comes over here and gets put in the... No, not in the middle. It's off to the side, actually. That one there. And we're going to grab one of these. Put you right there. Just like that. Oh, they're missing curtains in there. Forgot to do curtains. Wall decorations, curtains. This makes them feel more comfortable because they have a little bit of privacy. Supposedly. You didn't get your curtains. Oh, because it's a new house. Never mind. This one did get it. Set. Playing around with the different layouts here of the rooms to see. Because again, these little guys give little bonuses. That one actually needs... Oh, is that the full room? Oh shit, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Even when they're in the middle, I don't think they even reach. They don't. So that's why I need to put them on. Damn it. So screw that up. Yeah, we need one. Not a huge deal, but it's annoying. So you get to go up against the wall here. So you have to change all this stuff around. I thought I was going to be saving resources, but nope. And until all this stuff gets moved around, I won't know exactly what I need there. That one needs to be moved. Yeah, for some reason this one, does it already want to be moved? Probably. It's probably moving there. Never mind. All these rooms look the same, so I have to keep track of them. Okay, so doing that. So we're all set here now. Same there. Go. Okay, so we need another Spitfire. All these are built now, right? Good enough. We should have enough room for. Actually, we got 8, so it's what, 16? 16, so 26. We have room for 26. Stuff is currently at 22, so yeah, we got room. So that means we can buy another Spitfire. We're doing something different. Typhoon. So a Typhoon is a multi-role. So fighting, not too bad. It's a better bomber than the Spitfire. Maneuverability, not so great at 25 compared to the Spitfire at 50. Why is it 35? So, yeah, Spitfire's is more maneuverable. We have those guys for the bombers. Got a wild amount of 7mm. Armament, 4 20mm cannons and bombs. So again, they're good bomber, good fighting. I mean, so they're multi-role. So that's what they're fighter bombers basically, and their maneuverability is not the greatest. So, they go straight to 20mm in this. Well, it depends. I mean, they only have the 4. It depends on the mission. In all honesty, it depends on the mission. If it's they're dogfight, if it's like an interception when our base is being invaded, or whatever attacked, they're going to be using this. But if it's a bombing mission, these guys are going to be preferable over the Spitfires, because the Spitfires are not bombers, they're dogfighters. So these guys are better for. There's different mission types. So these guys all have to play a part. It's just that, the question is when do they need to be used? And yeah, so, like the Defiant here. So, okay in fighting, bombing is maneuverability is Recon though, this is a recon, more than likely would score that high. Does some transporting too. So, again, this is a special role. They're a Typhoon variant with like 7mm. Oh no, this is just the one. There's only the one Typhoon, it looks like. Yeah, there's no others. So the question is, do I want a Typhoon? Because the multi-role purpose, it's useful. Because that little bit of transport at 15 still puts it above a Spitfire. Not by much. Stealthiness is 30 for the Spitfire. And these were, oops, not you. That's about the same. So again, it's just a multi-role. Do we need to fight? Do we need to bomb? It's more expensive than a Spitfire because it's an effective multi-role. Because both of these numbers are good for what they need to be. I wish there was a comparison to like compare it to like see it's way better than the Gladiator, except for the maneuverability. But as far as firepower goes, it's Typhoon is way better. But this was a fighter bomber doohickey. What the Typhoon? It is. Yeah, we'll pick it up. We got the points for it, so. There he is. Ta-da. Oh, actually, we'll wait till the hangar gets built, because it doesn't really matter. Stay with me. You need another parking space over here. Clear this space out. Or do a second row. Let's do a second row. Can't do a second row because there's a little hill there. That one's right on the edge. That's how we're able to fit that one. We could put it there. We can actually put it on the inside. Because we should have enough room. Because this is going to just stay a tier 2. This one's going to be our big runway. And week 13. So, all success. Wish we got more rewards here, but our base is too small. Okay, so we definitely need metal. Repair parts, I don't think we need quite as much. So, I'm going to swap out, I think, both of these for metal. Because we definitely need the metal. And the nice thing about the metal is we can use it to make repair parts as we need to. Okay, so nothing but metal this week. Because we need to get this hangar built. And we'll be fine. Low integrity resources. Some resources are not sheltered and degrading. Where? This stuff? Why is this outside? We need a bigger storage area now, I think is what they're trying to tell us. Have to build a second one, though. Because expanding that one's kind of... Oh, it's got no roof. That's the problem. It's got no roof. When did the roof get destroyed? That built fast. What the hell did the roof get destroyed? I mean, we've been waiting for it to get destroyed so we could replace it because it was just a tarp roof. We definitely need to get rid of it. And a little water stock, but hold off on that. And then repair stuff. Where's the repairs? That's the repairs. There's the repairs. I'm just building 3. I don't know what a good number for repairs is, though. That's the downside, is I don't know what a good number is there. There's a typhoon. See, look, it's a closable roof with one direction. Can only go one direction. Oh, look at our ammo sitting out here. That's not good. We need more space. Storage. So, floor. Which brick do we have? Dark plank, cement, fuel. So this is for making bricks if we have clay. Yeah, whopping 50 bricks. Should pump that up, I think. So. Okay, but still need to some storage for this ammo and stuff. I don't think sitting right there is the best place for that. Put a nice little ammo building. Don't need windows. Okay, so that's fine. We doing that? Oh, we still need to. This isn't finished yet, is it? We need some bookshelves still. Bean. Some bedside tables too, looks like. Make sure all our bookshelves are covered. They will be. Okay, so that's that. Some of the drawers. Bedside tables are really what they are. There. That one looks like it's going to be moved, maybe. Okay, we're all set. That wasn't going to be that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. So now that that's finished, we can... Not a rush to get that stuff done. So, but this... Prioritize immediately. Get this built faster. So there's the floor of our hangar. Button. Hangar. So now the hangar needs a wall. So 14 by 14, 112 metal. We have 491. So, yes, please. So that. Window. Do you need a window in a hangar? I don't think so. Roof. We should do a roof. That's 196 metal. That. And then we need a door. How big of a door do we need? Oh, this is not the kind of door I thought it was going to be. So, how's this going to work? Now the roof is gone, which is to be expected after that. I'm guessing that's the right way. I don't think it looks right, though. Yeah, it's not complaining, so that's going to be a hangar. And once that's done, we'll put one of the Spitfires in there. Now, the real question is, if we turn these into hangars down here, will they be able to move through them? Probably, I'm guessing they will, but that would look kind of goofy. So we're not going to encourage that kind of behavior. Although we kind of already do with them moving through each other where they're already parked, but different story. The bombers. Now, the question is, do we want medium bomber interception? What time is it? Midnight, roughly. 11 o'clock. Let's go get them. Okay, so we spotted a bomber squadron in our airspace approaching the factory. Intercept immediately. So Spitfire. Typhoon. Oh, we don't even need a Typhoon. 98%. We'll take it. Get him. There you go. So sleeping areas over here. Still waiting for the bookcases, some other stuff. Oh, we didn't put any put a poster up in there. The posters seem to be a little in the right spot. Two there. Okay, kind of poster to up there. Safety. Repair stuff. Buried crew member. Use a radio. Use planning board. Stockpile. Plant. Repair an airplane. Yeah, let's put that up there. I don't know exactly how the posters work. And success. So another victory point. So back up to 3. Wood, 125. Planks, 24. We need more planks. Somebody's already working on that. Maybe. These are planks here. Just sitting on the ground. Bombs. Stuff. We're going to put all our ammo and stuff in this building. Hopefully when it gets hit by other bombs, it'll blow up. Well, hopefully not. So, food situation. Water could be, pumped out here. Would be nice. How many meals do we have? 28 meals. Actual food. It's at 127, so we're good. Actually, that is the one they will target more, because ammo 10. Well, it's not a 10. It's going to be an actual building. We probably should make it out of a brick building, but we don't have enough bricks yet. There's a couple of clay spots around here somewhere. Where are they hiding? That's not clay. That's not clay. What is that anyway? I don't know. There's sand. There's clay. Why are we harvesting? Why isn't it being marked as harvest, I should say? that one's doing it. Why aren't these guys doing it? Oh, wild tomatoes, which we technically don't need. Oh, maybe it's when... They're just picking up that stuff. Anyway, there was a couple of spots out here with clay. Where'd it go? Is it on this side? I thought it was on this side. We're saying, there we go. This is what I was thinking of. Still not being shown as being harvested. And there it goes now. Maybe it's because they're taking time to recognize that it's there. I hope the clay refills. I don't know if it will actually. Dangerous recon mission. Uh-oh. Look, we almost have a wall there. Okay, so dangerous recon mission. It'll be safe. We suspect an enemy close to the base. Investigate immediately. So, gladiator. 78% chance. Other gladiator. 99% chance. Works for me. Good shape. In good shape. Could be killed though. Did they both take off from the side? I'm guessing they did. It sounded like they did. Autosave. Oh, now see, now they're gonna auto harvest this stuff. I don't understand how their brain works. Pilot competition. Oh, that's for the Spitfires. Mission successful. So, another victory point. More base boot. And so we have William or Lewis. They're about the same skill. Oh, Lewis is a little bit better skill. His maneuverability is 36 as opposed to 34. So we'll have William go in there and see what his chances are. 73%. Lewis, 76%. So that extra couple of points. So, good job, Lewis. This is your job. I think I should put a door in the side of this other building. Button. There, so door to door. Make those planks. And mission failed. His performance was a 9, he needed a 19.
Hey Gimpy, you have streamed long
Good job,
enough.
Lou.
It is time to call it a day and get some rest. Be sure to tell everyone to have a great day or evening and we will see them again tomorrow. Also, make sure to remind them to hit the follow button and visit your YouTube channel.
Job, Lou. Fix your plane, please, would you? He failed just because he bad roll. Is all that really is. That was just a bad roll. Although it wasn't the best of odds. Well, no, it was 70%, so or 76%. So it's just a bad roll. That's really what that is. Could have been better. Just happened to be worse. So, anyway, this. So again, I like this game. We're at gone through basically the tutorial portion of the game now, and we got multiple runways done. We got a fair amount of planes. Got some 4 or 5 gladiators, 2 Spitfires, a Typhoon now. We've got 2 Blenheim bombers. Not the best, but they're there. They're tier 2s. Get their jobs. We got 3 anti-aircraft cannons, our guns in the base to keep us safe from the evil Germans. And working on a first hangar here. Eats up a lot of metal. How much metal do we have left? We have 433 metal left, which should be enough to finish this. And then we're going to put one of the Spitfires in there when that's done. What else? Food situation looks good. We got a lot of living quarters for air crew. I think I call them air crew. There's the ground crew, and then there's air crew. So we're still at only 9 ground crew, but 14 air, and that's mainly because of the fighters, and there's 3 crew in each bomber. So that's where that comes. That's why there's so many more than the ground. We probably should get some more ground crew though, because the planes do need to be worked on. It's airplane maintenance, but that's what the pilots are supposed to be working on, the maintenance. Sometimes they go out there, sometimes they're not. They like to work out here in the multi-purpose hospital gym. So, or sorry, it's not a gym, it's a training center. It's more than just a gym, it's a training center too. So, as you can see, someone's coming in to work on their, whatever this thing's supposed to be. So, again, I like the game. It's fun. Again, it's still in early access, so still going through updates and that kind of thing. And again, that's why we've been playing it the last couple of weeks, because they did put out an update last week. And so, checking it out, and I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's fun. I like this. I generally like this type of game. You know, it's the same genre as RimWorld, and it's different, of course, because it takes place in World War II and different game mechanics too. But generally, it's just it's a colony builder type game with a different overall goal, I guess. But I do like the way the planes are done for the most part. Some of the screens could use a little bit more information, when, like, especially the intercept screen could definitely use some more information. But again, early access, so it's understandable. And I think that's it. So I think we'll probably play this again next Thursday, because we're nowhere close to getting through all the content yet. I mean, we still have to upgrade our main runway to tier 3 in order to get access to these guys and save up the points to get to those guys. So, I mean, the Tempest and the Mustang. The Mustang is so not the best firepower. Bombing acceptable, maneuverability is okay, not as good as the Spitfire. Recon, I think, might be a little bit better. Stealthiness, that's about the same. So this one is, so why is this? So why is it 30? I think that's comparable to the Spitfire. No, the Spitfire is a little bit better. Maneuverability is better there. Recon 30. Transport 10, that's going to be the same. Stealthiness 30. So bomb is what, 5? But that Mustang is about the same. So recon is just a little bit better. That's okay. But sorry, I get distracted. So, because I want to see these other planes in action too. I like the way the missions are done. Specifically that, you know, some missions are just better performed by certain planes than others, because that's the nature of the mission. You know, bombing versus intercepting or transportation of some kind, you know, that kind of stuff. So some planes are just better at doing some other things. Yes, this is a nice toy box to look at. Now, again, we've got a while to go. How much farther? I don't know. But again, I want probably next week we'll start working on tier 3 runway over on this side. This is the backup tier 2, which helps get planes out faster. But again, once we have to make this a bigger runway in order to get access to the other planes, because that's how the upgrade system works. Who knows? Maybe they add more. It's possible they could add more planes. I mean, it's always an option. We'll see what they're doing. Or we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, we're not done with this yet. We got a long way to go. And there we go. Mining our clay that we need. So I'm thinking I might have to build if I want to have an ammo room, which you probably should have, we need to make it out of brick, and we'll put it somewhere else, not so close to everything else. I don't know how explosions work in this game, because we really haven't seen stuff. Although we did have, this is where our ground crew is sleeping. This building basically got destroyed today. We had to basically, because it was built out of tarps. Basically, that's how it's one of the first buildings you get, and it comes already pre-built. It's tarps, and so today it finally got wiped out for the most part, and we just said screw it, we'll just rebuild it as a wooden building and see how that goes. And then our storage area, we had replaced everything except the roof. The roof was made out of tarps because I could never get rid of the tarps, because again, it's hard to remove roofs. They don't replace like the other pieces do. Like if, say, like this building was originally made out of tarp pieces, and all you have to do is just build wooden stuff on top of them, and it works, unless it's the roof. For some reason, the roof you can't replace with that same mechanic as you can replace the tarp walls with wooden walls. It doesn't seamlessly, no problem. But when you try to do the roof, you can't. And I don't know if that's just something they haven't caught up to or tried yet, or they're not aware of. I don't know. But or maybe that's the way they want it. I don't know. But anyway, today the roof finally got ripped off, and during a little, invasion, or what is it? Crap. What's the word they're using? Memory gone. Shit, I can't remember. Anyway, when the bad guys were attacking, they hit the roof on this, and it ripped all the tarp off, and hey, look, it's time to put a wooden roof on it. So it was just an opportunity for us. That's what we've been waiting for, in all honesty, was for that roof to get destroyed so we can actually put a real one on top of it. So that's where we are. And then I think that's it for the most part as far as notable stuff. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game. It's fun. Like I said, I love this type of game. It's kind of chill. It's not real stressful or anything, when it's entertaining. So it's good. So anyway, if you're interested in picking it up, feel free. It's over on Steam, and have fun. Keep in mind, it is still early access. So, okay, that's it. So, thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated. Stream schedule for the next few days. Tomorrow is Friday. Don't know what we're playing yet. It could be... sorry. It's not Celasta, because Hobo is out hunting Bambi's parents. So just me, Hurricane, and Jeff. And it's up to me primarily what we're going to be playing, I think. Need to decide between Deep Rock Galactic, which is Jump Space, which is maybe, and then hopefully MechWarrior 5. MechWarrior 5 is my choice of the three for the first half of the stream. And then we might let Hurricane take an early evening so he can get some decent sleep. And then for the second half of the stream, we might do some more Pills of Eternity with Jeff. That's the plan at the moment. Possibly. We'll see. Again, I just need to get some stuff clarified tomorrow morning or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Saturday, Star Sector within the Star Wars and Excellent mods. Currently hunting for blueprints for a Death Star, because we know where to find them. We just have to get them. Or actually, we know where to find them. We just have to be lucky enough to find them. To steal them, actually. Not find them, steal them. Anyway, that's Saturday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mostly up in the air. Right now, the plan is to do some more Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, throwing a ball, the end set of fights that we're supposed to be doing. I'm going to give it a try for about an hour, at 2 at most, and if I'm not enjoying it, I'm just going to move on to something else. The question is what? And that is the main question for that one right now. So anyway, that's Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, maybe MechWarrior 5, maybe Pillars of Eternity. We'll see. And then Thursday, we'll be back here to Ground of Heroes. Sorry, Ground of Aces. Right? Ground of Aces. Yeah, it's Ground of Aces. I'm playing the damn game and I can't remember the name. Ground of Aces. There we go. But yeah, that's it. That's it. No confusion. No confusion. So, that'll be it. Tomorrow. Sorry, once again, thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for who knows yet. Soon. Who knows soon? But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.